Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 8th of May for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you the standout details to look out for that we can all collectively relate to, but please stay with me. I will then explore each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces in much greater detail. Now this week sees Jupiter and Pluto continue their right angle. Pluto's about power and of course is now in retrograde. Jupiter is about expansion. So when we get them at right angles, there can be a tendency to try a little bit too hard, or we may encounter somebody who's trying to enforce their will on us. And at the heart of this week's events, of course, is the energy compacted into the sign of Taurus. This is where the Sun is, which is critical, the retreating, retrograding Mercury, but also the North Node. So our values, our everyday money, our self-worth, still very much in focus. But we now have Venus in the sign of Cancer along with Mars, and that's a water sign, and they're both interacting really positively with two influences in another water sign of Pisces, and that's in the guise of Saturn and Neptune. So what can we take from this? Well, I feel that this is a week where we need to be very tuned in to how things feel. So even if we're dealing with some practicalities, very Taurus-like energy, or money, or we're grappling with something that may not necessarily be that easy due to the Mercury retrograde, there could be some snags or snares or some rethinking going on. The best way to navigate all of this is to listen to our inner guide, so our sixth sense, because when we go against that, that's when things can get a little tricky. But we also have a quarter moon in the sign of Aquarius on Thursday, where Pluto is, and that is in a square with the Sun in Taurus. So I feel one of the things that can come into this week could be some challenges around our future planning or our connections to others, where our values or the financial elements of a situation don't quite stack up in the way that we hope, which is the 11th house energy of higher expectations. So we need to keep our feet very much on the ground with this earthy energy, but tune into how things feel. Now, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining us. This is very much a community. I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. And do share any thoughts you have. I try to interact with each one. If you're a returning visitor, thank you so much for joining me once more. And if you would like your free daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, then please see the link below where you can subscribe. I've been writing these for about 28 years, and I think that's unusual amongst the YouTube astrologers. So Virgo, your week commencing the 8th of May forecast is really exciting because Venus is joined up with Mars in the most sociable part of your situation, the 11th house. But this is also the area of your situation where you're thinking future forwards, what your direction of travel is. Now these are two very dynamic influences, Venus in terms of the relating and Mars in terms of the thrust. So there could be some developments around your interactions with others, groups, people who share the same philosophies as you can really call out to you this week, as Mars links brilliantly to Neptune in your sector of relating. But also Venus is in a very stable link with Saturn, but so is your ruler. So Mercury may still be continuing its retrograde in the 9th house of higher knowledge, philosophy, travel, contracts, but the link with Saturn very stabilizing. So I feel the way you relate to people this week can help you to overcome some of the potential glitches that we all know Mercury can throw up. The quarter moon, well, on Thursday, I think that's really a little bit of an echo of something you've been working out for yourself more avidly over the last couple of years, in that you've always been someone who's been very disciplined, very aware of your responsibilities and obligations. But since Uranus has been moving its way through the 9th house of your situation 4 times since 2019, a much more freedom-loving part of your nature has been developing, but that had to coexist with that more disciplined and more of service energy of the 6th house where Saturn was. So that was creating some tensions over the last couple of years. So this quarter moon is almost like an echo of that. Don't promise to do something that you're later going to regret because you're giving away a little bit of your free time. So it's good to help and support people and to be a very solid citizen. You're not going to stop being that. But I think this quarter moon just says, don't get tempted to give away some of the gains in terms of your space or time or freedoms that you've been working to achieve in recent times. If you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast, if you give me 3 pieces of personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, I can produce for you your life roadmap report. This can help you to get a much more intimate understanding of the patterns that have played out in your life so far, but also seize the opportunities much more firmly. Also, my special package of 30% off, you will get your 12-month personal forecast, totally unique to you, which can give you searing insights for the time and months to come. If you don't know your time of birth, I've a new product I've developed based very much on the sun. So if you enjoy watching your sun sign videos on YouTube, these will make a lot of sense. The same package, 30% off. Please see the link below. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please do like, comment or subscribe.